taking on the Detroit Lions.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to go perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
You talk about this Lions defense. Now they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching them?
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop it. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on fourth down to punt this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Second down, and they'll go back to Gibbs.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
4 yards the pickup, first down. The Lions at 500, 7-7 on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Now left side on the swing pass. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Check. 65 catch, 65 catch.
On second down, here's Gibbs.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 40-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw on that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Throwing on first down, but
but this one lines up to be incomplete.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Let's go now it's 2nd and 10. Hooker, he's going to move him around a little bit here. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Mustang 19. On 1st and 10, Hooker.
Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Hooker's going to throw it.
He's got his man. It's caught for the Lion touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. And let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
They'll set up to run the quarterback draw.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Again, it's Walker, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick.
And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line.
So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Hooker now on second down. Going underneath, Gibbs has it.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Hooker wants to change the look. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
They'll run. It's Rodgers. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
St. Brown motioning left.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Go, check, go, check.
Third down, Hooker looks to throw it.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt.
Patterson's kick is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, receivers, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Okay,
Second and 20.
Hey, smash Bronco!
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go!
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Take it at the 37. Powers through. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Dixie Maverick! Dixie Maverick!
To throw on second down, here's Hooker. James has got it, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Gibbs straight ahead. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point. And quickly, they get to the line.
19 Lions!
Hooker now off play action. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. On the give, here's Gibbs. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Okay, ready?
Hooker on first down. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Hand off now to Gibbs. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
On second down, Hooker. As the first half is winding down, and the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with only 9 seconds remaining, when not much time, we'll see how they play this. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Back to Walker on first down. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Now they'll run it with Gibbs. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Hooker. The 20. 5, touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 42 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll get that to Charbonnet. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. Touchdown, Seahawks. Zach Charbonnet, 88 yards. And the Seahawks get a bit closer. We were just saying off-air during halftime, could they mount a comeback, and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you think to yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan, did they expect it to be a one-play drive and put the points on the board? Probably not.
No, probably not, but they got it in a big way. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hooker. They find Williams on the slant. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Here's Hooker to throw it. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Ready, set. Ready.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Another good carry there for the NFL's 2nd leading rusher. We've talked on air and off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's 1st or 2nd or even 3rd in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And Walker has it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes we get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Lions will take over here just shy of the 30. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Hooker. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
From the gun, it's Hooker. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down.
18 Cardinal.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and making sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. 81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Throwing. Hooker. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet.
Tyler Lockett. It's a big play there for Seattle. 47 yards.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
70 Rangers. Ready.
They go play action here on 1st down. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And going right back to Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Seahawks are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, Yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Come on.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
In motion right, that's Williams. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Here's Hooker. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. The Lions on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Now Hooker. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from him.
He's got it to the 43 here. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
2nd and 6. Back to throw. Hooker. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 95 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working out a shotgun, Hooker. That is caught by Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit. Sam Laporta, 36 yards. And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Ready,
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth-quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's second down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. McNeil picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Say, hey! Mustang 19.
A give right side for Gibbs, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd down and 6. They'll pitch it out to Gibbs here. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Patterson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because They're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation. Rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Straight ahead, Walker. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Taken down on the play by Aiden Hutchinson. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Well executed there on 2nd down. So do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Down the numbers. There he goes. He may go. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, he currently stands 2nd in the league in rushing, and runs like that are a big reason why. Heck, runs like that might get him to 1st.
And when you've got goals in front of you, if you're 2nd and you want to be 1st, that type of running gives you something to shoot for and hopefully attain.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They go option right on 2nd and goal. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And when you break it down, you know, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You know, you just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate.